Okay. I guess this is the story of how something that was supposed to be so good just went so unbelievably, horrifically, and tragically bad. Welcome back to my house renovation series. So I just got my lunch and I have no one to eat lunch with, so I figured I could tell you a fun little story while we eat lunch together. The fried avocado taco from Torchy's Taco. It's my favorite food in the entire world right now. Now that I have found a new contractor, we're just gonna start completely over. Okay, we're gonna start fresh. We're gonna start new. We're gonna start clean. We're celebrating. We're in high spirits today. We are moving on from these slightly traumatic events that have been the past entire year of my life, but I feel justified that I should be able to tell you one story. I get one anecdote, and I like to call this story, in true Taylor Swift fashion, the moment that I knew. Last time that I told you about this house, I was waiting for a permit, and I was waiting a really, really long time for this permit. Like, suspiciously long. Like, I am unwell. This is taking so long. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting for my permit, I'm like, okay, I gotta do my part, I gotta do my job, and I gotta get everything else ordered, right? Like, all the additional things that you need to build a house, I gotta get all those ordered. My contractor was supposed to help me. I was just waiting and waiting and waiting. Then I was like, you know what? Okay, maybe he doesn't have time to help me, so I'm just gonna ask for like the names of people that he likes to work with, and I'm gonna put my grown-ass woman pants on and I'm gonna walk into these places and figure it out myself, right? Like, I just want a referral type of thing. He sends me like all the people that he likes to work with, and I'm like, great, I'm gonna make some phone calls, I'm gonna get this shit going. So I start by going to Wenelston Plumbing in Denver, which is where I ended up getting all my plumbing fixtures, like bathtubs, sinks, you know, like all that hardcore shit. That's where I had to go. So I make an appointment, I walk into this lovely lady and I'm like, hey, lovely lady, my contractor sent me here and he should have sent you all the information. And she's like, hey girl,
I have no idea who your contractor is. I've never heard of him in my entire life.
But let me ask around. So she goes and she asks around, and no one that works in this entire store has any idea that this man even exists on this planet. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe there was just a little misstep in communication. So I ended up ordering my plumbing stuff anyway. Then I ask for like a window guy. I'm like, hey, I need to order some windows. Do you have a good window guy? And he sends me to this window guy. So I'm like, hey, window guy, my contractor sent me to you and he should have sent you all the information. And he's like, hey, Morgan,
Never heard of your contractor in my entire life. I don't really think that he exists.
And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, it's just another mishap in communication. Like, this has to be a mistake. So then I go to the counter place that he directly sends me to, and I go, I make an appointment, and I'm like, hey, counter place, my contractor sent me here because he says that you make the best counters for him all the time. And they're like, hey, Morgan,
no one knows what you're talking about.
and I'm like, okay. Suddenly, Morgan, am joining the FBI, and suddenly I am a secret agent, and suddenly I have to do all this research because there's just been so many red flags that I am suspicious, okay? Do you know anything more dangerous than a nosy bitch that is suspicious? Nothing. Nothing at all. So then we make it to the day where everything comes crumbling around. The day that I decide that I'm gonna call the county and I'm gonna start fishing for some information. I whip out my little iPhone and I dial up the county and I'm like, hey county, how we doing? What's up? How's everything going over there? My name is Morgan and I have some questions about a residential remodel permit that was submitted months and months and months and months ago by my contractor. Like, I just have a few questions. And then the county man is on the other line. Nicest man I've ever talked to in my life. So he gets on the other line and he's like, Morgan, oh my gosh, why don't you just look at the portal? Like, you can see the status, you can see the red lines, you can see everything. And I'm like, portal? Like, what portal? I don't have a portal. Where are we going in this portal? Like, portal to where? And he's like, oh, Morgan, well, you would have had to known that there was a portal to submit your permit. And I'm like, oh, well, county, I didn't submit my permit. My contractor submitted for my building permit. And he's like, oh, no, girl.
You submitted for your permit.
We have it right here. Morgan Adams 269493792@gmail.com. That's you, correct? And I'm like, no, county. Morgan, like, that's my name. But that is not my email. That is not me. I didn't submit for it. Do I look like I know how to submit for a building permit? I have no idea. That's why I hired someone to submit my permit for me. And then Countyman and I shared a really good bonding moment where we sat in silence for a few moments before he decides to tell me, hey Morgan, only reason that someone would submit the permit as you is if they weren't a real contractor. And in that moment, on that day, that is when everything started to make sense. And that is when the avalanche came crashing down. So we're clear, this is the story from my perspective for entertainment purposes only. So here for that. Thanks for eating lunch with me. Mom is whispering to the birds.
Hi, Zeke. Tell us all about it.
Sunday, October 16th, and the new contractor is starting tomorrow. We're gonna take you inside, show you how it is in there in case you forgot. Cute little toothpicks that they have holding up the entire house. And every contractor that comes in here says, who did that? And it's really, it's really fun for me. I'm so glad all of these were chopped. I'm just really, I'm really loving it. Be careful, because if you open the door too aggressively, you will fall to your death this way. But if you open your door this way, then you get to fall to your death this way. This is a really excellent feature that we have going on. Nice. This is our final day of uncertainty because
Start over.
yeah. Is she down there?
I'm here.
Who was that? Someone was walking up those stairs just now.
I just heard it.
That was crazy.
Well, Morgan, tomorrow's the day. It's the day.
Very excited because maybe one day this house will get done.
Ooh, what's gonna happen?
It's like Christmas Eve. It's like we don't know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen tomorrow. We're anticipating.
Exciting times.
I think we're ready.
Can you see it?
Oh yeah, you can see great. Do you have
Excellent.
any YouTube experience?
No, ma'am. Is
Great.
it going?
It's going. Well, I don't have any building experience, so 1 + 1, now we're friends.
Excellent.
What is today?
Monday the 17th.
Very good. Today is Monday, October 17th, and we're finally getting started. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Brian DeGarmo with BD Construction, and we are getting ready to start on Morgan's project.
This is like the most exciting day of my life, I hope you know, because this has been sitting like this forever. What do you think we're gonna accomplish in the first month?
Well, we'd like to get everything pretty much cleaned up, check all the walls, get the MEPs, which are the mechanical, electrical, plumbing, get everything framed, get that ready to go for installation and get inspection. I think if we can accomplish that in the first month, it'd be a great month.
That would be a great month. Before it starts snowing too. We're getting started like kind of right in the rough patch.
You
I'm
can
a little nervous.
always expect snow on Halloween. That's pretty much when snow starts flying in Colorado. So we got Sam and Lucas here today starting to clean up. Well, I
So-
think you're going to have a beautiful project. Beautiful piece of property. It's a beautiful home, and we're going to do our best to make it the best you can imagine.
All right. I just can't even believe it. This is like the craziest day of my life.
Well, wait till we get Stingray and David here too.
Okay. I'm just gonna let you tell me what we're doing, and it's all gonna be great. Well, that is it. Thank you, Brian.
Oh, you are welcome.
The
Anytime.
official handshake.
Anytime.
We have our first introduction. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Sam and I work for BD Construction.
Okay, Sam from BD Construction. Tell us one fun fact about yourself. Anything.
I am Colorado born and raised. And I've been doing this since I was 16 years old.
Round of applause.
How about that mustache?
It changes monthly.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, we will stay tuned with Sam for
Not
his
only will
monthly
we-
stash
yeah.
update. Introduction number 2. What do we have over here?
My name is Lucas. I work for BD Construction. An interesting fact about me, I got ran over by a bike when I was 9. Or 6, right? 6. Broke my nose, real bad concussion. That was about it. Had to spend a night in a hospital.
Hasn't been the same.
No, have not.
Okay, well, it looks like you turned out okay, so
Hopefully.
we'll stay updated. Hopefully there's no bikers in the neighborhood to scare them off. Didn't get hit by a bike, but something happened to you.
I was out St. Patty's Day 2018 or 2019 hiking in a canyon by my house, and it just snowed. I was the only person in there.
You went hiking alone?
Yes.
In the snow?
In the snow. I was gonna go read a book. I don't quite remember what happened, but I slipped and fell and spun around to try to grab for something. There's nothing there. Looked down, thought, oh shit, oh crap, I'm dead.
You can say whatever.
Woke up on the ground, started coughing up blood, took my backpack off, took my jacket off, had a sling out of my jacket for this arm, and started yelling for help. No one was in there, so no one heard me. Looked at my phone, it was bent in half. So I thought, oh, I can't just lay here and die. So I got up, started hiking out, came up on a ranch, and no one was home because I was knocking on the door. I even opened it and yelled for help, but there was a truck in the driveway. So I look in it, brand new 2019 F-250, keys were in it, hopped in, drove it down the road, came up on a business, honked the horn, and someone came and got me. But I broke my shoulder blade, broke my ribs, collapsed my lung, my liver, spleen, kidneys, and adrenal glands were all messed up, and then I had to go through speech therapy for my concussion.
Are you okay?
Now I am.
Did you ever read the book?
I finished the book, yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
finished the book. Do
Yeah.
you still go hiking?
I do. I still go. I went hiking in the canyon 3 weeks later with my family. We were trying to find the spot where I fell, but we couldn't. Because I
Okay.
couldn't remember it.
Okay. Gotta get the shot. Gotta get the
Okay,
shot.
do you got it? Do you got it? Should I roll my window down?
Sure, if you really want to get fancy with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Reason that we're stopping here is because I want frames for pictures that I have in my apartment, and it's not often that we're in the area to stop at the Kia, so. Hey, it's great to see you too. Nothing like some middle-aged women in IKEA. It's like a Porsche. Life hack. These bags are superior for lugging shit around, okay? Can I put this in the trunk of your Porsche? Thanks.
Yes.
That's not the trunk, that's the hood.
That's the frunk, girl. This is
frunk.
European.
Hey, listen.
We all know how good I'm gonna be at taking care of this plant. Clean garage. For the first time ever, it's clean.
We already put a safety rail right here.
They put rails upstairs too.
Yeah. Who cares about life safety?
Wow, they must want a clean working area.
That is our most successful day one that we've ever had. I have to tell everyone, this is probably most definitely the best day of my entire life. We got our pumpkin out, don't worry everyone. Proof of life. Someone cares about this place. There's a pumpkin. What in the hell are those?
They're goats.
They're billy goats.
So did Ryan and Shane get llamas or alpacas?
Alpaca. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Traffic in Colorado is crazy today.
Here, you can have some food. They only have bottom teeth.
Hey, come here. Come here, you little bucktooth billies. Someone should get you some veneer so you could have some top teeth. Rejected.
Am I ready?
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a really nasty job.
And what are we doing?
Taking the insulation out of the attic so we can demo the rest of the drywall. All of our new electrical. We got to run plumbing up there, vents. So mechanical on the second floor. So just by removing the insulation and putting new, it's just so much easier for everyone else.
All right.
Yep.
The doors to the ghosts are no longer open. I'm telling the boys about the ghost that lives in the house. Oh, your arm hairs are standing up. Of the ghosts.
It's not really doing. I think I took it all already. But yeah, if you get close to it, you can feel it.
He got the shoe. Oh yeah. Nice. I guess I really didn't know up until now that everything that has been done, because I really know how to pick them. Most of the framing upstairs has to just be retaken out and then redone. All of my kitchen cabinets, all of my laundry room cabinets, all of my bathroom cabinets have all been delivered. A sneak peek of the entire kitchen cabinets. I last year had ordered pretty much everything that you need for a house, right? Like I have a refrigerator, I have washers and dryers, I have toilets, I have bathtubs, I have sinks, I have every appliance you could ever think of, every cabinet you could ever think of, every window you could ever think of. I ordered all of these things last year. The bad part is that I had to pay to store all these things. The good part is now they're already here, so once walls and stuff get put in, I have everything ready. This was from the other lady that lived here, and I just don't have the heart to get rid of it. It's like her little clothespins and her little like laundry kit. On the real bright side, Lucas and Sam have really got this place cleaned up, and this is probably the cleanest that it has looked since 1980. All the suburb moms were crying about mothcopolypse all summer, and here they are on their battlefield. Have you ever once thought about that you have your own toy right there? I've had a lot of time to think about how I wanted to do this. I thought the most effective thing to do is to share the biggest lesson that I've learned. It's getting a little windy. Let me move into my hut. I think it's okay to acknowledge that, like, I was fully ready to give this up. I wanted to sell this house, never drive past the street again, never think about it again, and never deal with it again. So for a while I was trying to figure out, you know, how do I sell this house when it is in complete shambles? And two, what do I tell everyone when I do that after I've hyped this whole thing up? While I've been trying to process these emotions, I've been listening to a lot of different things, and I was listening to this podcast the other day. I cannot for the life of me remember what it was or who was talking, but this lady was saying something that really just resonated with me, so I can't take credit for it, but I can share it with you. What she was saying was, you know, look at how you value yourself, look at how you treat yourself. If you are comfortable betraying yourself, if you are comfortable going against what you believe in, if you are comfortable not protecting yourself, you are putting that energy out there. You don't care if people betray you. You don't care how people treat you. Because if you did, you wouldn't betray yourself, you wouldn't treat yourself poorly, you would not go against what you believe in, kind of thing. You know, we always look at other people and we're the victim, right? Like, they did this to me, they caused this pain on me, they caused this trouble on me, when really the only person that we have any sort of control over is the person that we are looking at in the mirror. So if you are comfortable hurting yourself, then what makes you any different than the people that hurt you? One, I obviously didn't plan for something to go wrong, but when everything fell on me, I was like, okay, well, fuck this. I'm out. See you later. Not gonna deal with it. Not my problem. But at the end of the day, like, it is completely my problem. It is 100% my problem. Everything about this is my problem. Like, I can't be the victim here. There's no get out of jail free card. And then I had the long, hard chat with myself that the only way that I was going to ever get any sort of step closer to moving on from what happened and start a completely new chapter without holding any sort of like resentment toward this project in general is if I stop playing the victim and I get up, I get out of bed, accept the situation that happened, and get this shit going, okay? It took me 6 months to even wrap my head around that I would be ready to get involved with someone new, that I would be ready to start all of this again, that I would be potentially putting myself out there to get screwed over again. So when I wake up in the morning, this is how I talk to myself. Don't think that I'm preaching at you, because this is just me expressing my inner dialogue, okay? The biggest lesson that I've learned, number one, you do not let people take advantage of you because they think that they're more powerful than you. You do not let people take advantage of you because you're a woman. You do not let people take advantage of you because you're young. You do not let people take advantage of you because you're desperate to have someone in some sort of capacity, whether it's they're doing something for you, whether it's a friend, whether it's a relationship. You do not let people take advantage of you, period. With that being said, I am officially ready again to start building this damn house. I'm going to get the fuck up and start all over again. 11/11 on October 22nd, is that a sign that we're destined for greatness today? I don't know. I think that I have named myself Housezilla, and after their first week of work, I would say that Housezilla is pleased.
Monster has been fed.
You can walk around here barefoot, they cleaned it up so good. It was a horror scene before this week. How remarkable that we can see the floor. We heart Lucas and Sam. Aww. Because it has never looked like this before. This is crazy. Oh, this doesn't shake anymore.
Oh wait, really?
Very impressed.
He's very impressed.
Very impressed. Grandma,
Yeah?
has your first husband called since I put out a public service announcement for him?
You did not.
Are you ever gonna try to call the husband?
No,
Okay, well,
they're all dead.
Which one Which way?
Well, they are.
well, maybe we'll find you a new one. Grandma and I are both gonna find newfound love this year. And then we're gonna stash them in our barn.